equations. Okay, so we're looking at solving two equations with two unknowns. What are we talking about here? And we say y equals 6x and x plus y equals 28. Okay, two equations, two unknowns. What are we going to do here? How are we going to solve for x? How are we going to solve these two simultaneous, this we call systems of equations. How are we going to solve these systems of equations together? And we're going to use the method of substitution first. Substitution. Okay? We want to use the method of substitution. What does that mean? We know that y is already isolated here, so what I want to do is I want to plug in that y and replace that y. I'm going to replace this y, our y, with 6x right there. So we're going to substitute it in. So we're going to say x is equal to, replace the y with 6x equals 28. Add up our x's, so we get 7x is equal to 28. Divide by 7, x equals 4. Okay, x equals 4. You want to now solve for y. We need a y value, and you can plug it into either one. We might as well plug it into this equation right here. Y equals 6 times 4. Replacing our x with 4, 6 times 4, so y equals 24. So here we have x equals 4 and y equals 24. We substitute it in. That's the method of substitution. Okay, and let's keep doing that. Here we have m equals 4n and 3m minus 2n equals 20. All right, we already have one variable isolated. We know that m is equal to 4n. So I'm going to replace my m with 4n. So we're going to sit right here. We're going to say that 4n minus 2n equals 20. Okay, now we solve for n. We get 12n minus 2n equals 20. 12n minus 2n is 10n equal 20. Divide by 10, and n equals 2. Ta-da. Again, we want to get m. We have n. We want to get m. We're going to plug in m, replace our n with 2. So m is equal to 4 times 2. 4 times 2 we know is 8. M equals 8. So n equals 2 and m equals 8. Okay, what a good exercise would be to do, and we'll do one together, but I want you guys to do this on your own after this. We're going to check to make sure this works, and when we check in this equation right here. So we're going to do a little check. We want to make sure that this is the right answer. So we do a little check, and after this, you will check the rest on your own. You'll always check your work on your own after this. And it's a good way to see that I get the right answer. So let's plug it in. We're going to say 3 times 8 minus 2 times 2. Is that equal to 20? Let's see. 3 times 8 is 24. Minus 4. Is that equal to 20? 20 equals 20. And yes, it does. Okay, so there it is. Very good. And that's our check. And you always want to, especially when you're doing these systems, you want to do some kind of check to make sure that, yes, you did get the right answer. And after this, you guys, and I'll tell you, remind you, you will check the rest on your own. Okay? Okay, and you know, they always got to get a little more complicated. So let's do that. Say that 3x plus 1 is equal to y. And 2x plus 3y is equal to 25. Okay? Now we got to isolate one of these variables. We want to get one, and we already have them isolated. We know that y is equal to 3x plus 1. So I'm going to replace my y right here with 3x plus 1. So we're going to get 2x plus 3 times 3x plus 1 equals 25. Okay? Clean it up. We get 2x plus 9x plus 3 equals 25. Okay, so now we combine like terms. We get 11x plus 3 is equal to 25, minus the 3, and I get 11x is equal to 22. Divide by 11, and x is equal to 2. Okay, now we want to find out what y equals. We'll plug it into this equation right here. We'll say that 3 times 2 plus 1 is equal to y, which is 9 plus 1, 6 plus 1, which is 7, and y equals 7. So here we have x equals 2 and y equals 7. Okay, and I leave it to you guys to go back and check to make sure that it is indeed your answer.